Hey guys, welcome back to my channel Creative Hands by Shay. So today I'm here with another video where I will be showing you how to create a checkered bucket hat. So I have my scissors here, my 5.0 millimeter crochet hook, my darning needle, and my yarns, of course. So I will be using the beautiful colors of Jamaica today. I have my gold, my black, and my green. So these are all size 4 acrylic lightweight yarn. If you want to make yours using cotton, please feel free to go ahead and do so. So guys, I hope that you watch till the end, and I hope that my instructions will be very straightforward for you to follow, so that you can make one of your own. So guys, let's jump in the video. So guys, to begin, we will start off by making a magic ring. So go ahead and make your magic ring however you normally make yours. This is just the way how I make mine. I insert my hook, pull up a loop, and then I will chain 2, making sure that my tail end is on the left side. So now that I chain my 2, we'll be making a double crochet. Yarn over, insert into the circle, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. We're not going to finish. We are going to go ahead and pick up our next color, which will be I think I'm going to go with the yellow, and then you're going to put it on your hook like that. Make sure that you have a little tail out, and then you're going to pull through. Now that you pull through those 2 there, you are going to yarn over, and you're going to go in the circle again, pull up a loop, yarn over, and pull through. You're not going to finish. You're going to pick up the next color. You're going to put it over your hook, and you're going to pull through. Now you're going to take your color, not green color that you have, you're going to yarn over, you're going to go into the circle, insert your hook, pull up a loop, yarn over, and pull through 2. Now that you have pulled through 2 there, you're going to go back and you're going to get the black. You're going to yarn over, pull through, and that is to complete that stitch. So we have black, yellow, green, and then black again. So yarn over, and as we go along, we're just going to weave these tail in. So we're going to work over them. So make sure that they're always to this side. Insert your hook, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. You're not going to finish. You're going to get your yellow. You're going to drop that black and get the yellow. Yarn over and pull through. And that completes that stitch. Yarn over with the yellow. Go ahead, insert into the circle. Pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. You're not going to finish. You're going to go ahead and you're going to pick up your green. Yarn over, and then you're going to pull through those 2. Now that you have your green, you're going to yarn over, and you're just basically repeating the same procedure until you get to a total of 12 double crochets. Once you get to your 12 double crochet, I'll meet back up with you. So now I have come to the end, and this is what your ring should look like. So I went ahead and pull my tail, so I close up the hole right there. So this is the string from that, and what we're gonna do now is we're gonna pick up the black yarn and we're gonna finish off with the black. So pull through there and finish off. And now what you're gonna do is you're gonna insert your hook into the top of the chain 2, making sure that these string here are on top of your hook so that we can weave in as we go along. Now we're going to make a slip stitch and close our circle. Now that you have done that, you're going to chain 2, 1 and 2. You're going to go into this first stitch here, you're going to yarn over and you're going to put 2 double crochet. So make your first one, so that's 1, and this chain 2 here is going to count as a stitch. So I did do that incorrect just now, so let me just repeat that. So this chain 2 is going to count as our first double crochet, and we're going to insert your hook, pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through 2. We're not going to finish that 2. We're going to pick up the yellow, we're going to yarn over and pull through, and that stitch is now completed. Now we're going to go into the yellow and we're going to make 1 double crochet and we're going to complete that. We're going to tug on the strings to make sure that our stitch is close. After we have done that, you're going to yarn over again and you're going to go back into the yellow because we're doing increases, and you're going to pull up and make a half double crochet, but you're not going to finish. You're going to pull up, you're going to pick up the green and complete that stitch. Now you're going to yarn over, go into the green and make a double crochet. You're going to go again, insert into that same stitch, make another double crochet. This time you won't finish, you will pick up the black because we're next to black now, pull through and finish that stitch. You're going to yarn over, go into the black, finish that double crochet, tug on your string to make sure that your stitches are close to each other. Now you're going to go back into the same stitch and make a double crochet again. You won't finish. You're going to pick up the yellow, you're going to finish with the yellow, and now you're going to go into the yellow and make a double crochet and then another double crochet. Again, remember, you won't finish. You will pick up the next color and continue the same sequence. Always remember to pull your strings so that it does not it makes your colors close to each other, and then continue to work on top of these strings so that you weave in as you go along. So continue doing that same thing, making your full double crochet and then double crochet. You won't finish, then you'll pick up the next color that is next to that and complete that stitch. Go ahead, start the same procedure again, making 1 double crochet, finish, and then 1 double crochet. You won't finish, tug on the string, you will pick up the black, finish that stitch, and then you will start again. So continue doing that and I'll see you at the end. So now I have come to the end of round 2 and this is what it looks like. So what we're going to do now is we are going to finish off with the green because we're going to change color. We're going to do a slip stitch here, so now that we have our slip stitch there, we are going to chain 2, 1 and 2. Into the next stitch we're going to put 2 double crochet. So this is our first double crochet. Remember always that the chain 2 stand as our first double crochet. Complete that, tug on your string, yarn over again, go back into that same stitch, and for this one we won't complete it because we already have our 3 here. And now we're going to take our black and complete that. yarn over, make 1 double crochet, tug on your strings, go into the next stitch, make 1 double crochet, go back into that same stitch and make 1 more double crochet. That one you won't finish. You will pick up your yellow and complete that stitch. Now you're going to go into the green and you're going to make 1 double crochet, 1 double crochet in the next stitch, tug on your strings, go back into that same stitch and make another double crochet. You won't finish. You will pick up the green and complete that stitch. Yarn over, go into the black and make a double crochet, tug on your string, go into the next one, make a double crochet in that same stitch again, make another double crochet, tug on your string a little, not too tight because you don't want your work to start getting funny. Now you're gonna change to your black to complete, and basically this is just what you're gonna do. It's very repetitive. Just continue doing that same sequence around until you get to the end, and I will meet you there. So now we have our black here. We're just gonna go ahead and make our double crochet here. Please feel free to rewind the video so that you won't forget, okay? Okay, perfect. So guys, now I have come to the end of making round 3, and this is what it looks like so far. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna pick up our green to complete this stitch, and then we are going to do a slip stitch on top of the chain 2. We're going to chain 2, 1 and 2, yarn over, go into that second stitch and make your double crochet. So now for row 4 we will have 4 double crochet in each color. Yarn over again and into the next stitch we're going to put 2 double crochet in that one to complete that, and the last one we won't complete. So we have 2 leaving back on the hook. We will change to the color that is next to it, which is black. Pull that through, complete that color, tug on your strings, yarn over, go into that first stitch, go into the next, and go into the next. That's 3, yarn over, go into the same stitch, pull up your loop, change to the yellow, so you can drop the black, pick up the yellow, and continue the same sequence around. 1, 2, 3, and then the last one, remember you won't finish that one. You're going to pick up the green and complete that stitch. Tug on your strings and then start with your green. So continue doing that. There it is. You're going to see your work looking a little bit bulky. You don't have to worry about that. That's just how it is. So continue doing that same sequence around. Once we get to here, I will meet you back up. So make your colors that is next to each other. Continue doing that. Make sure that you have 4 in each color going around, and then I'll see you here. So now I have come to the end of row 4, and this is what it looks like. So I have made my last stitch there. So now I am going to complete because we're going to change our color. So we're going to slip stitch into this chain 2 here. and chain 2. 1, 2. Yarn over, and we're just repeating the same thing that we did before. Insert your hook into the first stitch, and now into row 5 we will have 5 stitches on top of each color. So remember, our chain 2 count as 1, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the last one will be 5. Now we won't complete that stitch. We will move to the green and close that stitch. Yarn over, go into the first stitch of the black and make your green, your first green double crochet. Yarn over again, continue making your double crochet. That's 3, 4, and then the last one you won't complete that one, which will be 5. Tug on your string a little bit. You're going to change to your black, complete that stitch, yarn over, go into the yellow, and begin the same process again, making sure that you don't miss any of your stitches. You should have 5 double crochets on top. So that's my 4, and then the last one will be 5, which we won't complete, and we will change to yellow. And just tug on your string and continue the same process again. So this is what it should look like for the entire thing around. So I'll meet you at the end here. I'll meet you here, and I'll show you what to do next. So this is what our hat looks like so far. Now we are going to change to our yellow to complete this last round here of row 5. And make your slip stitch. Now that you have done so, you're going to chain 2, 1 and 2, and from row 6 to 7 will be the same sequence. So we will do the same color on top of each other. So this is our first stitch. Second. So you should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 stitches for row 6. Then you're going to change to the green. Sorry, I did complete this stitch. Let me just pull that out. Change to the green. Remember, you're not going to complete your last stitch. And you're just going to do the same double crochet on top of the green here. So remember, from row 6 to 7 will be the same color on top of each other. When you get to the end, make your slip stitch with the color that is next to that color that you did, just as we did here. When we get here, we will change back to our yellow and start our process right over again. So continue doing that, and I will meet you at the end of row 7, where I will show you what to do next. So guys, now we have come to the end of making the circumference of our hat. And if you notice that your hat is looking like a cone shape, like don't worry about it. If you go like this, it will just go flat. You can see it there. And we're not going to be doing any more increases. We're going to stop doing that. So from now on, we'll just do one double crochet around on top of each color that we are doing. So now we're going to complete this stitch by using the black and just going to move this. Yeah. So we're going to complete that, and we are going to do a slip stitch because we're changing color now. And we're going to chain 2, 1, 2, and make double crochet, on top, so remember we're weaving in as we go along. You will notice that your work is getting tangled, but don't worry about it. You can just use your fingers to just pull it up like this. Just pull it down and you should be fine. So you should have a total of 7 stitches in each color. So with this one here, we won't finish that one because we're gonna change from the color here. So we had green here. We are going to go to yellow. So we're finishing off with that. Going in there. So one double crochet on top of each other. I get to my last one here, I won't finish. Now I will change the green. And basically that's just what you're gonna be doing right around. So continue doing that, and I will see you at the end of putting in my colors together. So we change to the black here, we change to the yellow, we change to the green, and now we're going to change to the black when we get to the yellow here. So continue doing that, and I'll see you at the end. So now I have come to the end of row 8 here, and from row 9 to 10 we will be doing the same color on top of each other. So we're actually doing 3 rows of the same color on top. So we're going to change now to the black. Tug on your yarn and then do your slip stitch to complete. So now that we have done that, we're going to chain 1, 2, and we're going to start doing the black on top of each other. That we get to our last one there, remember we're not going to finish, we're just going to tug on our strings here, and then we are going to pull up on the yellow and start doing yellow on top of yellow. So we have one more row of this to do, which is row 10. And once you get to row 10, I will show you what to do next. Remember, I say that this will get knotted up, but all you have to do is just tug on it like that, and you should be good. Change into my green. So there it is, same color on top of each other. So now we have come to the end of row 10, and this is what the hat looks like so far. So we are moving on to row 11. So from row 11 to 13, so 3 more rows of another color on top. So we're going to change from the color that we have here. So what we're going to do is we're going to finish off with the green and make our slip stitch. So now that we have our slip stitch there, we are going to chain 2, 1 and 2, and start doing the same thing all over again. So making sure that you have a different color on top of the color that is next. And when you get to the last stitch, that one you won't complete because you will be changing the color then. So we're almost at the end of making our hat. This is just the last part of the body part of the hat before we get to making the brim. So what we're gonna do now is, let me just pull that out. We're gonna change color, so just tug on your strings there to close that part up. And we are going to change to black. So we had yellow here, we're changing now to black. And when you get to the green, you're going to change to yellow. So continue doing that. When you get to the end of row 11, you will change to this color here and slip stitch and start all over again, and you will do 3 rows of the same color on top of each other, which will technically be up to row 13 as mentioned before. Now we're moving on to the yellow here, and basically just do the same thing all over again. So continue doing that, and I'll see you there at the end of row 13. So now we have come to the end of row 13, and we are going to make our last stitch there. So I just completed that last stitch. We're going to insert your hook in on top of that chain 2 to make a slip stitch. Now that we have made our slip stitch, we're going to chain 2. We're working on the foundation of the brim of the hat, yarn over, and we're going to be working in the front loops only here, so you can see them. This is the back, this is the front. So we will be working in the front loops only. And this is our first stitch, second, and basically you're going to continue doing that right around, working in the front loop only. Last stitch here, you won't complete, you will change color to yellow. Into the front loop only. Now you're going to change your color into the front loops only. So continue doing that right around, making stitches in the front loop only until you get to the end here, and make sure that you're changing your color. We're at green, so when we reach the green we will change to black. So continue doing that and I'll see you there. So now I have come to the end of row 14 and I am going to change to my black here, because we're going to do the same color on top of each other now. And I am going to make a slip stitch in my chain 2 here, chain 2, 1 and 2, and for row 15 we will work into both loops. So yarn over and insert your hook into that first stitch there and make double crochets. So when you get to the end here, we are going to do an increase. So we're going to do an increase in the last stitch here. So that's 1 and 2. And from now on, we'll be doing increases in every stitch around. Change into the yellow and continue doing that same thing. Remember, we're doing an increase, so make 2 double crochet in the last stitch. Continue doing that same sequence and I'll see you at the end of this round. So now I have come to the end of row 15 and this is what it looks like. We're going to now change color, so I am just going to finish up with the yellow and make my slip stitch on top of that chain 2, chain 2, 1 and 2, yarn over, going to the next stitch and make my double crochet. And row 16 and 17 will be an increase row, so when you get to the end here you will make another stitch. So now we finish off with 8, then we're gonna have 9, and then in row 17 we're gonna have 10 stitches total. So you're gonna continue doing that, making your double crochet on top of each double crochet until you get to the end. You will make an increase, just fix that. See, as I told you, your work will get all tangled up, but you can always go like that and you get your yarn together. So now I'm at my last stitch here. I'm gonna make another one, which will give me a total of 9 double crochet in that row. So as I stated, from row 16 to 17 will be an increase row. You will do an increase at the end of the last stitch here, and we will do the same color on top of each other for row 16 and 17. So continue doing that and I will see you at the end of row 17, and then I will show you how to finish off. So guys, now I have come to the end of row 17 and I am going to use my yellow to finish off my last stitch. Make a slip stitch here on the yellow here and pull through. So this is technically the end. So what I'm gonna do is I am gonna be doing the edges of the hat. You can use any color to do that, to make the edges, but what I'm gonna do is I am gonna do, instead of using the yellow to finish off, I am going to use the black because I want to have a black edge. So there it is. Now I am going to chain 1 and I'm going to do the reverse single crochet. So what you're going to do is I'm just going to cut these off so they don't get in my way. Oh my god, I just cut the black off. But not to worry, I can rejoin that. My bad, don't let that happen to you. I'm just gonna rejoin my black here. And what I can do actually, instead of pulling that up, I can rejoin my black here. And just give it a tie with this one. Just to make sure that it is well secured. Give it another tie. And then I can slip stitch. See? We can always fix things. Now you're going to chain 1 and we are going to do the reverse single crochet. It's like the, well, they call it the crab stitch as well. So you're going to insert your hook, so you're going to go from the right instead of the left. So insert your hook, pick up your loop, yarn over, pull through, insert your hook, pick up your loop, yarn over, pull through. It's going to give like a rope effect. Insert your hook, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through, insert your hook, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through. I hope that you can see that well. I'm going to do it again. Insert your hook, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through. Insert your hook, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through. And you're going to continue doing that all around the edges of the hat until you come back to the end, and I will see you there. So now I have come to the end of making my ribbon. You can see it there. So what I'm going to do is I am going to go into this stitch here, pull up and pull through, and then I'm going to cut my excess off. And then I'm going to weave in my tail. So our hat is completed, guys. It is now finished, and all you have to do is to just go ahead and weave your tail in, just to make sure that this part is together. We're just pulling that up, and you can just go ahead, catching some of the loops on the inner part, and just weave in your tail in. So continue doing that, and you should be finished in a jiffy. So just a few little stitches in and out stitch. I'm going to cut that off. I have 2 more to weave in here. I'm just going to go ahead off camera and weave in these, and then I'll be back with you and show you the end result of what our hat looked like. So guys, this is the end look of our hat and it's looking super cute. I love the way how it turned out. Guys, if this tutorial was very straightforward and easy to follow, I want you to give this video a thumbs up and also share this video, comment, tell me what you think, and if you're new to my channel, please do subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can be notified each time I post a video. Until next time guys, bye.